It says I'm live. Are you live? Hi. How is everybody doing? If somebody comes in, let me know if you can hear me. I got a new microphone. I don't really have a main topic, but I was just excited because the internet the 5G internet came to Malakunda. I've been waiting. Oh, somebody's there. Hi, somebody. Can you hear me? The microphone says it's working. I just want to make sure. Let me know. Let me know in the chat if it's working. I haven't been live in a long time, and there's a reason for that. Oh, it's like 4 people. Hi, 4 people. Who's there? Hey now, Erica. What's up, Erica? I've been waiting to go live. It's been like, I want to say 3 different occasions where I thought my internet was going to be upgraded, and it was not because where we live, it's not, it hasn't expanded yet. So I've been really disappointed and bummed out. But now we have it at the office. So I was like, well, I could just do it at the office. I'm going to turn my light on. It's like 6 p.m. almost, 5:45. But is that better? Probably. But it's overcast, like the sun. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of clouds, so I don't know if you can see me good or not. But I'm gonna put that. I got my little studio set up in the office right now. I brought all my stuff over here. How are you, Erica? Where are you? Where are you in the world right now? Nobody else said hi. I see y'all. Where are y'all? But I'll keep telling the story about the internet. So my neighbor, well, not neighbor, but somebody who lived not too far from me, got their internet upgraded, and so I thought, oh yes, it's my time. And she, okay, Oaktown, what's up? But but yeah, so she got her internet upgraded, and she gave us the number, and we called the guy, and he said, yeah, and then he came, he said, no, it's not at your house yet. And I'm just like, 5 minutes, well, a 5 minute drive. For her, it's not fair. And then they have this other thing where they doing 5G, like I guess promotion. I don't know if 5G good, 5G bad. I remember something about 5G not being like ding and down. Ligay, yo, I'm good, Ligay. I'm not Ligay. Ligay lang la. Oh, yow xam nga soleil. Yow xam nga dépannage bi lan la. Oh, yow xam nga le defal foofu. xam naa lu may def xam naa ko kay mën naa yëkkati mën naa wàcc. mën naa okay. I can lift, I can bring down the stuff. Oh, your assistant. Yes. That's assistant like that. Assistant like. That's the extent of my Wolof right now. Even though I just did have a whole Wolof conversation with this lady. Well, not whole, it was just like greetings and stuff. I was proud of myself. But I digress. Yeah, so I'm at the office, but so then after the fiber, the lady, my neighbor Kenne got the fiber. They had somebody else doing 5G promotion, and they said, we in Malakunda. I'm gonna come to your house and set it up. He told me, my husband told me like they about to do the internet, and I was like, I'm so excited because I can get on it like. From being in the States to having unlimited stuff, I mean, it wasn't unlimited in the beginning, but it's unlimited. Everybody can do whatever they want. It's been a little bit of a struggle adjusting to prepaid where everything's rationed. You have to budget. You have a budget, and then it's like, everything's cashier. So it's not like you can just put it on credit and not think about it. But yeah, so sometimes like I tell the kids they can't watch a movie unless it's a DVD or just like I don't like being oops. I don't like being controlled in that way or feeling like, because it's not how I used to be. If I was always like this, it wouldn't feel be a big deal. But because we used to have, and even before we moved into the house, we had really good internet, unlimited stuff. But so it's hard going backwards or feeling like that. But yeah, so they came to the house and they said, no, maybe in 3 months we'll expand to your area. It only go up to the main road. So like this area where it's more, I mean, it's I guess it's residential, but it's like on the business, like the road is paved and stuff, and then you get to our house where it's not paved and. We got electricity. I thought when we got electricity, we can get it. It's been 2 years since we got electricity because I was pregnant back then, like in the area got electricity and so but things take time. But I always said once we get the internet, I'm gonna celebrate, I'm gonna jump up and down, I'm just gonna have a party, I'm probably gonna go live for 24 hours straight, just to celebrate having the internet. But anyway, that's what it is. So Amadou was like, well, just come to the office. I'm like, I guess so. Let's see what somebody said. Hey, I see you with the wall up. Yes, I'm trying. It depends on the day. I can only do it certain days. Anybody watching, just in case somebody watching don't know who I am, I live in Senegal. I'm from Los Angeles, California. I gotta get better at introducing myself, I guess, because sometimes I watch YouTube videos and I'll be like, oh, who is this person? And then when they say, oh, this is who I am, I'm like, oh, I should do that. Like reintroduce myself. There's some people I really admire their diligence with like really, plugging their stuff. Let's see what somebody said. I'm charging my laptop. Otherwise, I put it on the desk where I don't have to like bend over and see you guys. But let me see. It says, "Hey, I see you with the wool off." And okay, that's Tiana, who's married to a Senegalese guy. Tiana, that I met your family and stuff when they came from the States. Is that the Tiana that I'm Lady Socks? Lady Socks. Oh, wait. Yep. You're saying yep. That's who you are. Okay. Hey, it's been a long time. Are you in Senegal or are you in the States? Um, I missed the beginning. They're bringing fiber out there. Yeah. So there's fiber out here. It's just not. Ooh. Hold on 1 second. I gotta call somebody. Ooh. But yeah, it's out here, but it's just not at my house yet. That's the thing. So it came. Ooh, I see what you're doing. That's so bad. You busted. Side side, y'all side side. Look. Ciao ciao. Hmm. People be doing stuff and they think you don't see. See, my husband made me a promise, but he broke the promise. Mhm. Anyway, that's personal. I'm not gonna put him on blast. But anyway, yeah. So the fiber is coming out here, or it's here in Malakunda. It's just not at my particular house yet, and I think that's not fair because I was living here first before these other people came, and they got fiber before me. Um, and the 5G. I don't really care about the 5G. I just really like my quality of internet is fine. It's just that it's just that it runs out. Like we have to pay every week, and it's like 4 times the price of like somebody who pays monthly. And so I just want a monthly thing where it's unlimited. It won't change. I pay. I can use it any time of day. I can use my Alexa. The kids can watch. I can control what they watch. Because we watch stuff in English most of the time. Over there in Senegal for you. Roses are red. That's funny. We're in the States now, being in Kentucky for 2 years. Okay, I think I remember you went to this. You guys went to the States. I just didn't know if you were still there. Kentucky, but Kentucky is not your home, if I'm not mistaken. So how is Kentucky? That's very interesting. Are you guys farming or something? What's going on over there? Let's see. We're in the States. Okay. I love the poem. Is it Bob? PB Bob? Roses are red, violets are blue. Afro Millennium Mama over there in Senegal for you. That's very sweet. I really like it. Actually, I should just look at the comments on here. That make it easier so I don't keep leaning forward and squinting at y'all. But let me see, did it mess up with the light? Not much. But I don't like the light shining on my glasses. Anyway, so yeah, so I decided to go live. I think ever since I had the baby, or actually ever since I was pregnant with the baby, the youngest, I've been like backlogged on videos. And I'm like, if I could just do live, I could talk to the people and I could talk about half the stuff that's in my head without organizing it and setting it up and, just go off the fly or whatever. And without setting it up and then editing and all that stuff and whatever. And then things come up and it's like, oh, let me film this, let me film that. And then I never really edit it, or never get to it until a couple of months later. I don't like that. But that's what happens when children enter your lives. And let's see. But yeah, I just wanted to chat. If y'all have any questions, y'all can go ahead. I'm free. I'm baby free right now, so I'm taking advantage of the moment. The little one is napping, and my cousin-in-law is home with the kids. He is a saint. That's one thing I love. Like, it's difficult to get to where you want to get when you have all these dreams and you want to, like, you need the capital to do it here because you don't get like loans and credit and all that stuff. But people have your back way more, and I think that's because of it. There's pros and cons to everything. But like when I was about to leave, my husband was like, "Oh, the baby's asleep," so automatically it's like, "Dang, I'm trapped. I can't leave the house because the housekeeper's already gone for the day, so I can't do nothing." But and I feel stuck. Like I don't like feeling like that. But then the cousin was there. He's like, "Oh, I can stay here and watch them." It's like, for real? Like, just cause? He's like, "Yeah," and then I could bring them after. I'm like, "Oh, thank you very much." So, that was really sweet. So ask your questions while you can, if you have any. Let me see. If y'all in construction, is bio. Let me do what I said I was gonna do on my phone. What's going on in the States? I don't watch the news out there. Y'all tell me what's going on. Is there anything that is interesting, good or bad or crazy? I know. I don't know. I just see people's faces. Like I see the president's face. I see the governor of California's face. I see, but I don't be reading the headlines and stuff like that. I don't have time to worry about that. Let me go into the thing so I can just see the video, and that way I don't have to, what's it called, look at the computer. Oh, I gotta watch this video. There's this YouTuber that I watch in Kenya. I don't know if you guys know him, but he's really good. He lives in California, but he's moving back to Kenya, like he's in transition. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Juan Odidi or something like that. Juan Odidi. But he posts videos. He posts videos every day, and they're like just 10 minutes. I watch him every day. He's like a professor or something, but he's like a genius. Like the way he explains stuff, in general, African stuff. And I don't know if it's people that talk about Senegal stuff. It's probably going to be in French if they do a war. But I watch a lot of the Anglophone returnees and stuff like that to just see how their journey is going not necessarily in comparison to mine, but like kind of like to see how everybody's trajectory is and learn from everybody. Let me see. How do I watch my own video? I forgot. It's been so long. I guess I just go to my channel, right? I think I just do that. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, that's not a good thumbnail picture right there. Okay, good. I can see much better. Let's see. Oh, who am I speaking of? The YouTuber? Yeah, let me see if I can spell it right. I think it's Warren ODD, something like that. That's his name. But he's very eloquent in the way he speaks. He's very careful with his words to not get in trouble because what I don't want to say what I realized, but you know, when you're not from a culture to speak on certain stuff, or you're not from a country to speak on certain stuff, it's not received always in the way you want it to be received. So like a lot of stuff, I'm not gonna say, but then somebody who's from the country, even if they say it, it's like you betraying your culture or something. But like the way he speaks, yes, oh yes, you watch him too. Yes, I love him, and he's so cute the way he like does his little American colloquial stuff. Like he'll say little stuff like "Do you boo?" It'd be so funny because he's like a professor, so he comes off very academic and stuff. But then he'll say stuff, and you're like, you know what he's saying, and he keeps it real. That's what I love. Yeah, he keeps it real. Him and right now, Mortu Della, she's on a roll too. Like, 'cause she's from Ghana, but she's from the UK also. So she's like saying a lot of truths and stuff that a lot of people don't say, and it's interesting because there's so much stuff that can't be shared on YouTube because when you live somewhere, to speak on certain things is like not blasphemous. It's like you you what is the term I'm trying to think in American way to say it. It's like if you're from the hood, like snitches get stitches. Like it's not really, you taking a dump where you sleep at. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I was just talking to I had to get a crown put on today, and I was talking to the dentist, and she was like, "Oh, this dude just came up here when I'm about to leave to go to lunch, and he want to get seen, yada yada yada." He's like, "Do they do that in America?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Customers will come in like a minute before you close, or whatever. You got to figure out creative ways to turn them away, but still help them or whatever. And but it's like we're more strict with rules. And I say here, you're gonna see the same person that you turn away at the market on Sunday. And so you can't really, you know, be as cold with people because you're gonna see them at church or you're gonna see them at the mosque, you're gonna see them somewhere and you're related to them or something. So I think that is I think that it's you got to be a little more delicate because you'll see people everywhere, and so and you need people more. It's not an individualistic situation. You need there's no AAA, so you need people. There's no, like if you need to borrow money or you need certain things, you need your car pushed when you get stuck in the sand. Like there's different things, so it's like you kind of have to. How do you say the words? Like you have to treat people in a certain way, and you have to watch what you say because then everybody can take it personal, and then you be an outcast, and you live in there, and it's like a little island. It's not like the big cities in the states where you don't see somebody ever again. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Yes, definitely check him out. He's very good, and he's like his little the titles of his videos be very catchy. So it's like he's like I got deported, and then you turn and he's like, but he's telling somebody else's story. But he tells a lot of people's stories, which I find like He's very creative in the way he tells stories about other people's business. Like he's very discreet. He doesn't disclose, you know what I'm saying, too much information. But he'll tell you like, this is the immigrant situation, or don't judge people for this, or these are the things that get on my nerves in the village. But I love the village. Like I love being home, but at the same time, and so, and he's very like a professor. Like if you did take any college classes, like those professors that are very captivating. He's like that. Let me see. The way he explained how he's been gone and considered an outsider. Yes, exactly. And those are things that really resonate with me. And because I'm English speaking, like I have to watch. I don't have to, but it's easier to watch YouTubers from. I don't even know if Senegalese people talk about this kind of stuff. I really think they don't. Like I think culturally, it's like more taboo, or maybe it's in French, and I don't really, to be honest, I don't think people talk about stuff because it's like very, it's not that culture to really be outspoken. It's starting. I mean, I'm starting to see it. Maybe it's not starting. I'm starting to see it sometimes. Like people are talking about, health for girls, and how to be better parents to the next generation, and the past and stuff. There are women doing it, like maternity Senegalese people that I've seen. But so I'm sure it's happening, but it's seeming a little more on the hush over here than the places where there's way more. I would say where there's way more African Americans and other people going to, maybe that's influencing the culture at a faster rate than somewhere like here where it's francophone, perhaps. Let's see. Bob says Obama's father and actress Lupita. Yeah. They're from Kenya. Yes, I remember Lupita. Yeah, she's from Mexico. She was named after a Mexican singer. That's how she got her name. I remember. Oh, very interesting. Okay, I didn't see the episode. I saw that they did an episode of Lupita on that show, and I was wondering, like, I wonder what they're gonna find out, because I figure her family probably haven't left that area in a while, in a long time. So I didn't think she would be from different areas. Hey, Radhika, how are you? I'm here doing it live because I got good internet. Well, actually, I don't, but I do via my cousin-in-law's office, which is our office too. So I'm excited about that, even though the good internet hasn't come to our house yet, and I'm very sad about it. But I said, you know what? I'm gonna come do it live anyway. I don't care. Please give the video. Thank you. Please give the video a like, guys. I never say that kind of stuff because I don't want to. Like, if you want to like, you can like. That's very good. But really, just be honest. Like, do what you feel. You know what I mean? No pressure. Free flowing. But thank you. Yeah. Yeah, one ODD, and I like him too because he's from Long Beach. He's a professor at my alma mater, maybe, but he's from Long Beach, and he always big up Long Beach, and that's why I went to school and I lived after I finished school. I lived there for another 4 years, so I lived there for all my 20s, teens, 20s, whatever. Yeah. Let's see. Came across this video on YouTube, drawn by history and heritage. African Americans relocate to Africa. Yeah. Oh, she has the Eve gene. What does that mean? I've heard of the Eve gene. What does that mean? She has the Eve gene. Is that how they know Eve genes? Yeah. Explain that. Explain that a little bit. Just just break it down just a little bit. What does that mean? Oh, you're happy I'm doing a live? I'm happy too. Once I get the good internet, I'll be able to do this more. I really, lives are easier for me, even though, they're long and people may not have time to watch or whatever, but you can come in and come out and you know what I'm saying, and like feel more connected. And I don't have to feel like when I do record a video, I feel like okay, if I say too much or if I am thinking or unpredictable things happen, I have to cut it out the video. But this, I'm just hanging out with you live. Like it's like you guys are here with me, so it's okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like I'm in the office, with people coming in, coming out, don't bother me at all. Let's see. Khalees, yes, I've been. I seen the Khalees interview with Earn Your Leisure. I never heard of the Earn Your Leisure guys, but I've been following Khalees, but she's farming, and I'm so excited to start farming. We were hoping to start this year, but what I'm learning when I watch other YouTubers that have been in Africa longer than me is that things take time. And yeah, we wanted to like hit the ground running and boom, boom, boom. Like my American mind is like, no, let's get it done. Like there's no excuse. And while that's a good thing to have that kind of get, uh, go get it type of attitude or mentality, but at the same time I think that it makes it frustrating when you want to get stuff done and you have to wait on the environment, things around you. And even though my husband lived abroad, not half his life. I mean, a lot of his a lot of his adulthood he spent abroad, and he was able to adapt to those places. Being back here, I noticed I feel like he's back, and that's the whole reason we came. We want to take things slower and relax, but my nature is to like if I need to get something done, I need to get it done now. But he's more chill now since we've been here, so it's it's a process, and because everything here you depend on yourself. Like if you have a medical situation, you got to pay for it. Like I had to get a root canal. That was a grip because I had to get a crown. They got cheap crowns, like little silver ones and stuff like that. And I was like, nah, let me get the prima donna, like the special one. And so it's like, okay, now I gotta drop $600, and that $600 could have paid for my kids' tuition for like a year, or So it's like getting stuff done. Things happen, unexpected things, and so it's different here. I'm noticing. So yeah, but I watch Khalees because she's inspiring me. I didn't know she was farming in California. I knew she had a farm in the States. I didn't know where in the country. But if I know she was in LA, I would have visited her while I lived there. But I love that everybody's going to Africa and that some people are actually staying. I feel like there was a wave and it died down and people, a lot of people left, but there's other people that have been planning to still move and taking doing a long-term plan. And I think those people are really studying and researching and they're still coming. So that's a good thing. And I think that some people will stay, some people won't. Some people will think they're going to stay long term and won't. Some people, think they're going to visit and end up staying. Like it just depends. I think as African Americans, we're all new to this immigration thing. Like we've been in the States for so long. We've never had communities in other countries. So all this is new. I'm really excited and ready to see like what happens in the next 20, 30 years. Like how many communities across the world we would have kind of solidified and developed and all that. Let's see. Oh, she's a direct descendant. Eugene is the ancestor of all humans. Okay. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Let's see, $600 for a root canal is cheaper. Yes, it is, but it's like if you didn't plan for it, like I feel like me personally, it would make me feel better if I had a savings account for everything, like everything in the States, because that's what we were planning to do, have savings account for medical or have savings for medical, have stuff. So if you have savings set aside, it's great. The way my mind works, however, because of you being used to insurance, you have your dental, your vision, your this, and you know what your benefits are for each one. But when left to your own devices, like you have to save that money, and then it's like, how do you allocate it? Like if you have one bank account, for example, how are you going to allocate it for which one? It's like whichever emergency come up, like you have car trouble, boom, you don't have car insurance that's going to cover everything like that. And I don't even know if somebody pays for insurance here, like the real kind, like where you got coverage. I really wonder how long it would take them to get that like process done, like to fix your car. You know, in the States, if you get a rental car for a week, they fix your car during that time. Everything is like set up. They tell you which auto place to go to and all that. There's medical insurance, but you know, to cover everything, you'd have to put into it to pay for everything. So it's like you might as well save that money. Um, but yeah, $600 is not bad for the top tier, like the full crown. They actually had a crown that was half silver and half white, like white on one side where it would be showing, and then on the inside silver. I was like, it was half the price. I was like, ooh, I could do that, but I was like, nah, let me just get the full thing and just get it done. So it's like you can't just I'm gonna work overtime and get extra money to pay for this. No, if you work for yourself, you have to just wait for that flow to come in or the clients to come in or the whatever. And that's why it's like you have to have multiple streams. Or I need multiple streams because I don't like surprises. Yes, totally understand you didn't plan the budget for. Yeah, and that's the thing. I put it off for like a year because at first I put it off because I thought the pain would go away, and I was just gonna deal with it. You know, sometimes you drink cold water and you're like, ooh, but I didn't think it was that bad because I was like, oh, maybe it's just a cavity from an old cavity that has just need new filling, and so I was like, maybe they just want extra money and they telling me I need to do this thing, but then yeah, it was still happening. I was like, okay, I did all the other treatment, the cleaning and stuff, and so I said I gotta do it. So I just waited because yeah, but yeah, you have to figure those things out. I think my brain would do better if I had like 10 different savings accounts. This one is for traveling, and that's actually what I did in the States. To be honest, I had travel savings. It was one account, but like online, you could split it up. So like this one is for this one is for that, this one is for whatever, this one is for medical, this one is for the kids' school, and I just put money into it. But like, I guess I have to go back to old school and just get a piggy bank and put it in. Hey, Golden Baobab, how are you? It's been a while. When are you coming back to visit? How is Oregon weather at this time? Is it summer? Do you guys get a summer? Or do you guys get sun? But yeah, Kelly's had a farm, but the farms in the US a lot of chemicals, so food's not growing. Yeah, the food, even here, the quality of produce, if you go to the what do they call it? If you go to the chain grocery store, it doesn't taste good. I don't get fruit from there. I go get at a small market that's owned by a family, and they get their fruit from local farms here, but they're not like pesticides and all that kind of stuff. It's not like a big corporation, a big farm type of thing. They specialize in natural stuff. Like the tomatoes are actually good, like they're actually red and not orange. Or they have avocados and kale and arugula salad. Everything's fresh. Everything has a smell. It's not oversized and under flavor. Whoa! For two teeth, that is crazy. But that's the whole price, not like out of pocket. Still, man, the way they pad these bills, I remember my bill in the States for giving birth was 70 G's. 70 G's. And I didn't know, but after I was watching something on Instagram once, and they said, they pad the bills, like they'll charge you $300 for aspirin. And if you don't look at it, they know you don't look at it because the insurance pays, so they know you're not going to check. They do it and it gets approved or whatever. Oh, cash. Okay, yeah. But that's still crazy expensive. Imagine, like, that's not possible. That's not possible for most people. That wouldn't have been possible for me without a credit card. And it's like, and then you got to pay that off over the course of what? A year or two, probably some people. But you can't even pay cash. Like, you should be able to pay cash for stuff. And like, or to pay actual money from your debit card, like for stuff. But people can't afford this kind of stuff. It's wild. Wild. Mm. So what's going on in the US, guys? Anything? Nothing? Anything interesting? I have a lot of topics that I want to talk about now. Ever since I've been watching Mr. Odidi and ever since um, Della, I've been talking about like real stuff, like the real stuff since she's been in Ghana for 11 years. I'm like, dang, I should talk about this. I should talk about, but but I don't want to use my main YouTube for that. So I just decided to do it on my members only. That way, not everybody's in my business. Because one thing about Africa that's different, or Senegal, I don't know. I think it's Africa. I'm gonna say a lot of Africa is that people be in your business, and so that's a different thing than from where I'm from. Like people don't really care, you know. But it's like you talk about Senegal, everybody gonna be like, hey, and then everybody gonna get on the phone, cousin this, cousin that. And so it's like, nah, I don't even want to bring that attention to myself. But it's like if I could just talk to certain people, it would be better. That way I don't have to deal with all that. But but yeah, it's a lot of interesting correlations. What I'm seeing, like East Africa, West Africa. I don't know about South Africa or you know, but what people are saying, a lot of things are similar. I have a friend who lives in Ethiopia, and her husband is Ethiopian, and her in-laws and stuff. And so we talk about the kind of things that happen, and it'd be parallel. Like, yeah, culturally, it's different stuff that you see when you're in a family, but it's like you have to be respectful and discreet and everything about those things. So it's like I learn a lot, and I'd be wanting to share to help other people learn. But then at the same time, not everybody wants their stuff out on YouTube, and now YouTube has subtitles, so everybody can. Even in Wolof, there's Wolof. Hi, Tammy. Tammy, I recognize that. Um, okay, Tammy. Do I know? I know you, right? I mean, I know you like in person. We met in person, or did we? Or maybe I'm just used to seeing your name. It's been a while. How are you? Speaking of Tammy, my cousin Tammy is supposed to come back I gotta show you guys her house that she's building. I have to edit that, but she's building a house, so she's gonna be my neighbor. Ethiopia, they just opened the largest. Yes, I saw that. Oh wow, Bob, PP Bob, you're really on top of. You're watching everything. We must have the same algorithm. Let me see if I can move my. Now that it's charged. Let me see if I can move my laptop to the desk. Okay, bear with me. You're gonna move. Oh, that's not that bad. I thought it'd be all shaky and whatnot. That. Here we go. Yes, now I can see you like regular. Boom. Nice. Okay. Well, I come up backwards. Not backwards, but like it's like a mirror. Yes, you comment a lot. That's why I recognize the name. I was like, wait, Tammy, and I'm thinking of my cousin, and I'm like, no, I know the name. But then I was like, sometimes I recognize people's names from the comments, and then other times I get mixed up of where I know people from, which it's you know your memory. You try to jog your memory, and you don't want to get it wrong and guess wrong. But okay. Oh, thank you. I love my life too, especially when I wake up any time of the day that I want to, and I could decide to be productive or not. Well, I got to be somewhat productive with my kids, but it's nice to have the freedom. I thought about it when the times where I'd be like, I wish I had more money to do more things and get stuff done. Like, I want to finish our apartment. I want to start the farm. We started with the poultry, which is great. And, that's in the beginning stages as far as like, where they're multiplying, at least the adults are. But we haven't started selling them yet. And we gotta, it's a learning curve. Like, we don't want to overdo it and you have a whole they all get sick or they all something happens, and so we have to learn as we go, so we start small. But sometimes I wish I had money to finish this idea and this idea and this, and then I could make all the money. But then it's like, I don't want to work for nobody, no matter how much I wish things were more accelerated. I spent a little while looking for a job, like a virtual, and thank God it didn't work out, because oh my gosh, I don't want to belong to anybody. I don't want to be owned by anybody. Like, we just went to Italy, and as a whole family, and it's like I could have used that money for something else, but it was worth it, because like family and stuff. Like, I try to have a balance of the things that we like, and certain things we try to save money on. So you can't be luxury all the way, but it's like in certain areas I want certain experiences. Like, this is the reason that we moved, to have the freedom to do certain things. So I was excited, and I convinced Amadou to let us go, because the baby flies for free. So I said, this is her last chance to fly on an airplane for free, and then we got to pay the whole ticket. So he was like, all right. But I'm editing those videos. I'm starting to edit that now. I know most of the people like construction videos, but my channel is not just about construction. It's about like everything, the whole pie, that is my life. And, that can probably help people. Yeah, my life, when I watch YouTube or when I look at like at least the titles of my videos I go through, I'm like, dang, my life is kind of fascinating. But it's cool to have that reminder, because sometimes it's easy to take stuff for granted, or look at the negative things. Like, you look at the things you don't have, or you think about the things that you like. You look around, people come to my house and they're like, "Oh, your house is so beautiful," and then I'm reminded that my house is beautiful. But when I live there every day, I see the cracks and whatever the kids did, or certain things is broken or certain things that's missing. So you know, I have to take into account to appreciate. And so thank you for saying you just love my life, because that actually reminded me that I do too. I do too. And everything has its pros and cons, and I'm learning that more and more, that every single thing has pros and cons. Like I did not know, and I wanted to do a video about this, but then I didn't want it to come off as I was complaining, so I didn't think it through. But there are a lot of things, like what is it that they say? Responsibility with no, with like the more you have, the more responsibilities, or more money, more problems, or whatever the case may be. Like there's some saying like the the more privilege, something about more responsibility if you have more blessings or something. I don't know. I can't remember. My English is like, oh, your break is up. Okay. Bye. Thanks for joining us. See you later. But but yeah, there are things that you don't see in videos. And so when I was back in LA watching videos and seeing people in this green, luscious, when rain season is so beautiful, and freedom, and people being nice, and all the local people, African people helping, or whoever's video it was, it's like you can't, like you see people's skin glowing, but you can't feel the heat that they feel, and the reason why they're sweating, like the humidity. You know what I mean? Or you see, they show you, or not they, because I do the same thing, but like you see the mangoes, but it's like you don't see, that you can't feel certain things. You can't feel the heat, the mosquitoes, or the, like, we can talk about it, but you won't know until you're in it what it's like. And you see the pool, but it's like, to get in the pool, it has to be clean a certain amount of time. And like I knew pools had to be clean, but I never thought. I just think luxury, like you go to a hotel, there's a pool, and you just get in the pool. You're not, when you're at a hotel, you're not thinking about how often they clean it, what time of day they clean it. Like the pools, because most people that I know here, they have pools, but the machine that runs the pool is solar, because they use a lot of electricity, the pump thing. So you have to clean it in the day when the pump is working. So when you want to use it, it could be the time that the person is coming. Like you don't want somebody to come at 8 o'clock and wake you up when you sleep to clean your pool. So if they come at 11, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, what if you want to be in the pool, but you can't be in the pool because they're cleaning it? And it's like, so you're like, well, I used to think, oh, if I have a pool, when it's hot, I'm gonna get in every day. But it doesn't end up happening. Like in the beginning we did, but now it's like, I don't feel like getting dressed, and then this, and then somebody's gonna come over and ask me to do something. I gotta get out of the pool and go open the door, different things. And so, you gotta open the door for the plumber, you gotta open. So you're not like on your own schedule, because all the things that it entails when you have a certain size house, or a certain amount of amenities, like all that requires that people be working in your house all the time. Oh, you're in Atlanta. Oh, okay, my homeboy's in Atlanta. A couple of people I know are in Atlanta. Actually, my cousin is in Atlanta too. I'm in Atlanta here journeying. Oh, thank you. Not the best. Not the best. I'm still learning Wolof. I'm still trying to get to where I want to be. Um, Another thing that is different is that than what I envisioned, like, or what I pictured happening, like adjusting to being more or less a homemaker in a sense, and even though yes, we are entrepreneurs, but I would say, it's like 80-20. Like most of the time, 20% of the time I'm working, and 80% of the time, or 80% of the work is my husband. And so like being in a being in a position where I could be home with my kids felt like it is a luxury. It still feels like a luxury, but at the same time, sometimes depending on the day, you could feel like you're stuck at home and all the action. He's out there moving and shaking and all the action and stuff, and you're not doing that. And so sometimes it feels it can feel like for me that that I'm not contributing as much as I would like, and it kind of like makes me like, oh, I'm not a working woman, whatever. But yeah, I remember like talking to my co sister in law one time, and she was like, "Yeah, like they give you some Senegalese lady that was in our family or close, like a friend, and they're like, yeah, they give you the money, the man gives you the money, and if you make money, you keep your own money, and the man takes care of, and so it feels like, oh yeah, they take care of everything, but it's cool when you got it. Like when you can be like, "Oh, can I have some money?" and you get it every time. But sometimes they're gonna have to say no because it's not time for that or whatever, and that does not feel good. And so, for us, the dynamic changed when we moved because we were in my country. Oh, it was in Napa. You talking about Calise? I didn't know it was Napa because I thought it was in Calabasas, not Calabasas. I thought it was somewhere start with a C, but maybe that's in the Napa area. But but yeah, that's one thing that feels different. It doesn't feel like Rich Housewives of Senegal, like how I thought, like how I imagined or envisioned, or at least not yet. It might be. It might get there. God willing, inshallah, it will get there, and it'll be like that. But this is the beginning, like the building up stages. So it's like, I don't like asking somebody for money, and I didn't know that I didn't like that until I did it, and I'm like, I gotta explain what I wanted for, like, no, but so yeah, the dynamic definitely changed. It's like, oh, it's not like in the movies. I've been trying how much it costs to build a proper hut. What is a proper hut to you? Flexed up. Um, Working on a project I want to do in Senegal. Yeah, when you say proper hut, like it makes me think that you're from the UK, but I don't know if you're from the UK. Because the way I use proper is like dope, fly, you know, smashing, whatever. But like a bomb hut, like a real, you know, what's the word? A real decked out, like real nice, like luxury hut. Oh, wait, that's what you mean? Oh, okay, flexed up. Okay, you must be from my side of town then. Um, a dope hut. So let's see. A hut. What's? Let me see. If I can look up. I just want to look at the hut and see if they have any online. Luxury hut. Let's see if they have any, just so I can see what it look like. Oh, nice. But okay, the thing about the hut thing though, well, you got to check with somebody who already live in the hut to be sure that it can endure what happens during rainy season, because everybody's house get flooded, not flooded, like water seep in, even mine. It's less than it used to be because we have to fix things as we go. When we find out that there's a leak or somewhere water seeping through, we have to figure out how to prevent that. But I still got water that comes into my closet. If it rains really, 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 really hard, it kind of seeps through one of the window seals, something in my closet. Anyway, I say that to say, because I'm looking at these hut things. I don't know if you can see, yeah, like that. These little, it's kind of. There we go. Like these type of things. But these are nice. But you just gotta think about the weather and how to keep out. You know what I mean? Oh, this is a hut. This is like a glass hut. That's interesting. This is it's like a container, but it's mostly windows. Interesting. But yeah, it depends on the materials that you use. Um, a lot of people talk about building. My friend, my homegirl, she's actually planning to try to move. Um, she used to come. She came like twice, I think, since we've been living here. She was in a couple of videos. She was actually the first person that we helped get land, and I had filmed her seeing her land, and then from there, people started was like, I need land. I need land." Like just from that video, which was amazing. I didn't think other people wanted to move here, but anyway, my friend Melissa, she has land near us, so she is planning to move, but she wants to do one of those earth bag places. I don't know where you find the material. I think some people do that here, but I don't know where you find the material for that. But that could be expensive if you have to, ship it or whatever. Like that could be crazy expensive. Yeah, it just depends. I'm sure there are villages in the country that build with natural stuff like that, or mud, or things like that. But I don't know where to get the material from and how you would get that in the amount you need. It just depends. Some people want to do container homes, like my homeboy that comes here a lot. He wants to do a container house on his land. But yeah, it's just a matter of getting the materials. But it can be done for sure. How much it will cost? It depends. Like if you really want it nice and the stuff is imported, it will be expensive. If you want it nice, but the stuff is local, the materials and things that you're using are mostly local, then it would definitely be you definitely save a significant amount. Um, going that route. So yeah, it just depends what you want to fill it with. I think a lot of times people ask like they want to know how much, and I know because I was the same way. They want to know how much something costs so they can kind of plan and have an idea. But because the person that you're asking doesn't know what your taste is and what you're thinking, um they can't it's hard to answer that like in a comment or whatever when people just ask. Like sometimes we need more detail, um because everybody's mindset is different. I could say, yeah, it would be dope if you had a hut like this, but then if you want solar, the solar electricity is not included. That could be doubled, or not double, but that could add to the budget significantly. Um, so, so it's hard to say, but you can build a structure with, I would say, a one bedroom structure, kind of like the size. I don't know if you've seen a video of my aunt who is building a one bedroom here. Uh, you could build a structure for like 30, 35, something like that. But what you put in it, how you do the electricity, things like that, that will be and the solar energy, the batteries are expensive. Things like that. It just depends if um, what else was I thinking? Yeah, the kitchen. Usually, the kitchen is not included in the kitchen cabinets and all that stuff is separate from the quote of the people the builder. Um, but the contractor can handle that for you. But it's just not including like the estimate that you get from the architect and stuff. Um, yeah. So Tammy. So like I'm saying about the budget, right? What you put inside costs almost as much as the structure. So the tiles for the floor, if you get your tiles from Turkey or Italy or whatever, or if you want basic floor tiling, local that you can find here locally that you get from a small business or um, on the side of the road type thing. It just depends, and it depends on what's available too at the time. So like if you want like the what everybody's doing now, the aluminum windows and doors, because wood warps, especially with the weather. So it's better to get the aluminum, and then all those things have their own price because it's individual people that do them. But definitely, it wouldn't cost, like if you wanted a luxury casita, it wouldn't cost you it wouldn't cost you nowhere near 100,000. It would probably I would say I would say 60 60,000 would be on the higher side, but you could do it for less, but that's probably what most your average foreign person, like not foreign person, because people can be from African countries too, but like that would be what the average American or Westerner would be accustomed to, like the things that they would want and what they would, yeah, things they would want. Um, so because some people, the finishings, they don't care about the finishings as much, and we tend to care a lot more. Um, so yeah. And does Senegal have retirement villas? Is that supposed to be villa? Um, retirement. I think that's what you mean, villa, right? Um, I don't believe so. Everybody's retirement is with their family, or I mean, maybe for I don't know. Even the foreigners that are here, I don't think so. No, I mean, ooh, mosquito right there. I don't like seeing a mosquito. Um, I haven't heard of no retirement villa. I mean, they have villas. They have residences like community, but it's not strictly for retirement. No, it's not just one demographic of people. Mm-mm. Yes. Okay. So you start by purchasing the land. Yes. Yes. You start by purchasing the land. Someone had asked me, was the land separate from the house before, and I'm like, yes, it is. And I didn't realize after being here this amount of time, I was like, oh, I didn't know that people didn't know that it was separate. Oh, visa, retirement visa. I don't know. All the immigration stuff is kind of, I don't know how to explain. It's not as clear as I would like all that stuff. I think some things are changing. I've heard through the grapevine and in the group chats and stuff about. But retirement visa. When you say retirement visa, a country, give me an example of what that would cover, or how that would benefit you, or how, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you need it for, or why do you think you need it? Or countries that have that, what are people able to do? Like, they get kicked out the country if they don't have it, because here it's a whole bunch of people that retire, and I never heard of no retirement visa. There's residency, like residency that you can apply for. There's citizenship that you can apply for after a certain amount of time. But a visa just because you're retiring, no, they have visas for people who want to stay longer than, what is it, 90 days? I think. I don't even know how you apply for those because I've never known anybody that has. But I believe that's supposed to exist. Regular, what do they call it? I guess tourist visa or something or other. But yeah, what is a retirement visa? What's the benefit of that? I wonder. Like, is it some countries won't they like? Will they really deport you if you don't have something, like they come to your house or whatever? Cause yeah, here I only know people that go through stuff like that at the airport, but not, or maybe the border. But other than that, I don't know what that would do. Yes, we got good summer weather this year. Oh, in Oregon. Oh, it's gonna start raining in the. It starts raining in the fall over there. Yeah, I would just have to put on some sad music and look out the window and get a cat or something like. Put on some jazz like every day. I wouldn't even want to go to work, even when it rains here. It's so nice and it just feels like it gives you an excuse not to work. And actually understand now how people don't go to work in the rain. Somebody told a story about a person who went to the UK from Ghana, I believe. Yes, from Ghana. And I never forget this story. And they went to the UK and they had a job and it rained. And so they didn't go to work and they got fired because they didn't know that you go to work in the rain over there. So, but yeah, I don't know how Oregon, like, I would just want to be mopey in my pajamas. If you're a senior, some countries have visa for retired people. Yes, I've heard. I mean, I've heard of retirement visas. You know, a little bit, but I just don't know what you're able. What I guess it's something. Is it something that allows you to come to the country, like you wouldn't be able to come into the country otherwise, or is it something that allows you to stay in the country once you're there? Um, That's what I'm wondering. Because I know the tourist visa, for example, is so that you can enter the country for purposes of tourism. So I'm assuming visa for retired people is so that you can live there permanently without any issues. But here you don't really, yeah, you don't really need a visa. You just need like like legal like residency. That's it. Like you don't have to. I think you can. There's certain things that you could do to qualify for residency, and I don't think it's that demanding or whatever. Especially if you own property here, you should be able to qualify for it. If I'm not mistaken, that's what I have heard. Yay! So great to catch a live. I'm happy too, and I'm happy that my kids aren't here. Somebody is watching them for me at the house. That's why it's great to have family living with you if they are on the up and up. Not all of them, but like the good ones. My cousin-in-law moved in with us. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I've said that on this. I've only said it on the members videos, but he is a saint. Oh my gosh, he's great, and he's working. Like he came to the area from San because Amadou, my husband Amadou, told him that it's more opportunities out here and stuff for his business that he's doing. He what he studied in school and stuff like that. He's like into agriculture and chemicals and what is like preserving. What is it called? Preserving natural like. Like foods and stuff. Like he can preserve stuff so it lasts long, like have longer shelf life, and then he makes like natural soaps out of like coffee and aloe vera and fruits and different stuff. So he does a lot of stuff. But yeah, he came here and so he's like hit the ground running. He's working. He got his business. He got a job and he helps with the kids. Even when the baby wakes up in the middle of the night, he'll get her out the crib so I don't have to worry. Like we don't have to worry about it, and he'll put her back to sleep. Like yeah, it's been great. So I'm here doing a live because we got the good internet. I don't know if some of you came after. I was explaining in the beginning that we had twice somebody said that we can get our internet upgraded because right now we are prepaid and it's very expensive to prepay, so we have to ration ourselves, which sucks. But they said that the internet has expanded to this area, but it's like we're right on the border of where they stop. So my cousin-in-law, I'm at the office where they do the solar panels and stuff. And so I'm here but we kind of use this office too. So, and Amadou works with him sometimes. They work together because construction and solar, but kind of go hand in hand. But yeah, so they were like, he was like, oh, go to the office and use the thing because he said it's coming. They came to our house and they said, oh, maybe in 2, 3 more months we'll spread to your area. It's not there yet. And it's like, because I want the unlimited internet to feel. If I have that, I will feel so much more at home. I didn't realize. I think I realized when we moved that, like I said, the way I know I will not be as homesick is if I have access to my music, my movies, my TV, just to have like on the TV, I can put the Tiny Desk concert, even though that's going away. It's crazy. The Tiny Desk concerts on. I would feel like I'm at my house in LA. Like, sometimes you need an escape. That's why I travel because sometimes I need an escape and go back to stuff that's familiar, like Western stuff. But you know, so I'm like, if I have music, if I could listen to my music whenever I want, or I could do certain things. So everything is streaming and stuff. My Netflix, the kids, those things that they like to watch. So I'm like, once I get the internet, I'll feel more at home anytime I want. But yeah, so it was like womp womp. They didn't come to our area, but we got to be patient. When it comes, I'm having a block party because I'm tired of paying every week to refill my internet and pay like $30, $25, $30 every week. It really adds up, you know. Oh, okay, Tammy is talking about because most seniors have retirement income every month and they are the main. Yes, I know about the. Yeah, I know about the retirement income. I just was wondering, like, um, I was just wondering, uh, like, what was I wondering? I think what I'm trying to say is, like, Senegal, you don't need that to be here. Like, you don't need that to retire here. So, yeah, I was just saying that you can have access to the country. Yeah, Tiny, the NPR, like all that. What is it? Reading Rainbow, that kind of stuff. I heard all that stuff is gone. That's what I'm hearing. The funding or something about the president. I think the president has to do with it. I don't know. A lot of stuff is ending. Tiny Desk saved me during quarantine. Man, that was my concerts. It's my concerts now. Because a lot of the people I want to see in concert, I have to watch on TV because I'm not living there with y'all no more. Because most seniors have retired. Yeah, yeah. So that's all I was saying is that yeah, it's just the here you can retire. You don't need that. Like a lot of people are retired here and they have their retirement income, but you don't need a visa for that. It's just countries that it depends on the two countries' relationship. You know, so like the U.S. I don't know if that's your country or not, but like like the U.S. we don't let anybody in without some paperwork or something or permission or them paying money for a visa. But Senegal's not like that. At least not yet. There's supposed to be a visa coming for countries that have a visa for Senegalese people. So a visa uh, program or system. So they're supposed to come with that, but not yet. I think the retirement visa is for the countries that have it. If I had to guess, I would just think it was because it's a restricted. It's already really restricted. So to not be so restricted, they at least let people with retirement income in. Like it's like uh, they're not letting people like they're more rigid with who they let come visit. You know what I mean? So countries that are like there's too many people coming here or we don't want certain type of people, you got to have money, like they prefer to just let in retired people, maybe because you know the idea maybe they're thinking less potential for homelessness or crime or government assistance because they already have their retirement funds or something. I don't know. They have a fixed income. I don't know. They want more elderly people there. But like, yeah, I think those are the places where other people can't go. So retirement is like a not an excuse. It's like a, a criteria for people to go there and live there. They don't want other people living there. They just want the retired people, I guess. Yeah, like yeah, Bob said it. Less drama, potentially less drama. That's what I think. That's what they're thinking, and they probably won't have kids while they're there. You know what I mean? Or like, so it's like people with income and they're just living out the rest of their days and that's it. But it's not like you have an influx of people who coming for a better life and they want to have kids. They bring their kids and the culture changes or the population grows too fast or something like that. I don't know. Maybe they're overpopulated. Could be those types of things. Yeah, yeah. No visa thus far for certain countries that they have Senegal has some relationship with, I guess. hmm Yeah. Nobody told me what's going on in the states, so I guess nothing's going on. Every time I see the news, it shows something's going on. Um, but maybe you guys don't watch the news either because it's too negative or something. That's cool. Yeah. So life is good. I mean, this live is kind of all over the place. I mean, not like focused on any subject. I just wanted to touch base. I'll probably try to do this once once or twice a month for now, and then if it comes, and then we can have like topics of discussion, or you guys can comment and say what you want to know, what information you want. I'm an open book, and for the most part, as much as I can be to help. U.S. birth rate 1.6 below replacement. Mm, mm, interesting. Project 25. Oh, yeah. I just know that 25 is like all bad stuff. I didn't like I didn't read it or find out exactly what it is. I just know when people were talking about it, they weren't happy about it, and um, I just see so many things like the monuments, I think, and the museums and the school books and the history books and changing people's name or taking people's names and different stuff. Like it's a lot of stuff going on that I just people come from the states and visit, and they're like asking me like, oh, what about Trump? Or my brother-in-law came to visit, and he's in Senegal, he's in Dakar, but he comes and we always talk about the news, but he's always asking me, and Trump and I'm like, don't talk to me about that. I don't know nothing about that guy. I don't know nothing. I'm not even gonna give it any energy. Atmos Atmosphere. I recognize your name. You've been down for you've been down with us for a long time. I'll be back in Senegal in November. Um, do I only know you on here, or do I know you in real life too? Have we met before? Have you been to the hospital? I will be back in November. Cool. Well, that's coming up soon. I can't believe this year went like this fast. It's crazy. My kid is gonna be 2 in November, and like she just came out of me. Like oh my gosh, it's crazy. You guys should see this little girl. She's growing up so fast, but it's fun. I'm enjoying. It goes by super fast. In November we would have been. We will have been here. Um, we'll have been here 5 years in November. Isn't that crazy? I was 38 when we moved. and I feel like I look younger now than I did then. Man. I was talking to my homeboy yesterday. He called like my LA people figured out what time to call me, so they call me when they wake up and they're on their way to work because that's the only free time people have in LA. You know, when you driving. But he called me and he was like, telling me about his job. He worked for the county. I used to work for the county, and I was just like, oh, I do not miss those emails. Like as we talk, and he get an email talking about, oh, you need to clock in at this time. And he sent it to me, a screenshot, and I'm just like, oh, I do not miss those days. And so it's just like, oh, it's amazing how we've been here this long, and I just feel, I mean, it's not easy being like a pioneer trailblazer or being, and I'm not saying that that's, I mean, I think that's where we are anyway, but at the same time, like it's not easy being like one of the first people to do something, or one of the only. I'll say one of the, one of the only, or one of the first, or one of, one of few. But it's just, I'm glad that we did it because it's like, like he asked me, he's like, would you ever come back? You're not coming back, right? And I'm like, nah. He's like, I'm happy. I'm like, nah, I can't. Like, I can't go back. I can't go back to that after being like this. I can't go back. The job loss is worse. I've heard about that too. And you know what's funny? Like the algorithm, like Bob was saying, the algorithm is crazy because on my algorithm, they know that I'm a black woman from America, whatever. But they send me these, I get these videos like, oh, black women losing their jobs. And I'm just like, we entrepreneurs, like, it's not all like people losing their jobs, but like, what is the point of telling us this? Like, if a black woman is losing her job, she already know. But like, all the like black this and the black people have the worst this, and I started thinking about it, and I'm like, why do we always assume and think? And I think Montel Jordan, the singer, this is how we do it. Montel Jordan, he did an interview with the Breakfast Club. I didn't watch it, but I watched a clip where he was talking about how he has prostate cancer, and he was saying, disproportionately black men. And I'm like, we say that all the time, and I'm like, sometimes I wonder if we just programmed to say that. Like, I just started to notice like the algorithm and all the stuff coming up is like, I'm like, why do they keep saying on the news? Like it was CNN talking about black women losing their jobs more than anybody, and if black women lose their job, everybody gonna lose their job. And I'm like, it seems so sensationalized, and like they're trying to scare us, and like they're trying to make us feel bad that we don't have jobs. And I'm like, I'd rather not have a job, and I'd rather be working for myself and be free. But I feel like it's psychological warfare what that they be doing when they do this stuff, because it's like they talk about it too much, but then it's like, oh, don't worry about black people, shouldn't be, should just pull themselves up by their bootstrap. I feel like just don't say nothing. Don't like people sometimes will look from the outside and be like, there's a victim mentality, right? But then on the other end, it's like, stop calling me a victim too. Like, stop saying I'm the worst, because I think sometimes you say that stuff, it happens. Like, you talk like that, you accept that as your reality, because everybody's telling you you're 10 times more likely. So everybody starts repeating this stuff in the way in their rhetoric, the way they speak, like your friends. Oh yeah, we're 10 times more likely. We're this more likely. We're more likely. We're more likely to this, and we're and it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't mean to demoralize. That's exactly what it is. Malaikum salam. To demoralize. Like, that's exactly what it is. I remember when you guys were thinking of moving to Gambia. We were. I said I wanted to because I was jealous because everybody was going there, and I thought I would be so alone in Senegal. We couldn't have moved to Gambia. I think I had mentioned Ghana once. Hey kids, I didn't even see y'all. When did you get here? Oh, I just saw the lady come. I didn't see you guys come behind me. Yeah, you can say hi. My kids are here. Hi. Look at them say hi. She's waiting to say hi, baby. She just got her hair done today. Was crying all day, talking to the microphone. Say hi. Okay, don't mess up my microphone. No. If Senegal spoke English, yes, I agree. I agree. And in a sense, I kind of feel like it's kind of like Wakanda. Like you don't want everybody to know. So I actually like it better like this now because everybody was going to Ghana and Gambia, and then sometimes not everybody. How do I say this? Not everybody was ready for it or whatever. And I think that there was a false. There can be even here. There can be a false sense of like community because people kind of like instant boom, we're here, let's all be together and let's all and so here it takes longer and it's less people, and so I feel like the drama might be less as a result. Let me fix this because she want to do what she want to do. Oh my gosh, she's your twin. Thank you. Thank you. I think so too. But she do look like her sister though. When they was little, they both looked the same. But let's see. I missed a comment somebody said. Let me see. You're definitely a pioneer, early adopter. Thank you. Yeah, I feel like I am because I'm like people come. I talked to one of my friends who lives in another country, and we're like, man, the other people coming after us. They they get all the benefits. It's like they didn't have to go through what we had to go through and be like, man. But then it's like if we didn't go through this, they probably wasn't gonna come after us if stuff wasn't better. So we had to go through the thing, and that's the thing too. When you one of the first people, we always remind each other. It's like you one of the oh thank you, merci. When you one of the first, all the opportunities is yours. Like what's her name in Ghana be saying a lot. She's like, that's an opportunity. All them problems is opportunities, and the people that come after, they're not gonna have the opportunity to solve those problems or make a business out of whatever and all that stuff. So yeah, it's 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 a not double edged sword because that sounds so negative, but it's a there's pros and cons to all of it. I got my tea. Mm-hmm. You want a cookie, boo? Or yeah, it's one of these little. Oh, have chocolate. You don't like chocolate. They have a chocolate filling in the side, in the inside. Sorry, she don't like chocolate. I don't know why. She just decided to not like it. Your taste buds. It's sweet. You like cake and stuff. I don't know. I think you just want to be picky. You like some chocolate? I'm not enough flavor for you. Oh, you up, boo? You want to say hi? She's all interested. She knows how to. Carla. Hi, Carla. You say hi. She's excited. She sees me doing this, and she's just like, she see herself, and she's like, "Hi, guys. You want to dance? Oh, you want to shake your head? Okay. Wait, what? Breaking news? Like breaking news, like right now? Mm. I never heard of this activist person, but dang. Yeah. Say what's up? What's up? Okay, the other side. Okay, turn on. Oh, yeah. I'm just happy to see yourself. You think you cute, huh? You think you cute, huh? Yeah. Now I move the mic over here. Come on. She says, "Come on," and she called me Aisha. What's my name? Aisha. Come on, Aisha. Anyway. Uh huh. Hmm? Oui, le sèche pour. Fire, fire, come get it. You come get it for me. Okay, let's see what I missed. Long story short, I've been building there for some time. Issues with okay. Uh huh. Uh huh. Oh. Hmm. Hold on, let me read these comments. Okay, let's see. Oh, atmosphere. You were saying you built here for some time. Where in Senegal are you building? Something really interesting just happened. That's why I kind of got distracted, but I have to explain later. Um, let's see. So I have to look up this person who just lost their life. That is an activist. I wonder what that's about. If Senegal spoke, oh, I read that already. She's your twin. Yes, she's so big now. Carla, Carla G. I used to work with a Carla. I think it was Carla G, but that's not you, right? Are you the Carla that I used to work? Nah, I don't think people that know me they even know I do YouTube. So I'm like, wait, do I know you? That's why I keep asking that. Do I know people or not? Oh, Bob says she'll be reading soon and speaking French. No French. She right now she speak English and Wolof mixed together. She be like guy, come on. When it's time to nurse, cause she's still. He said, come on, guy, come on. There she go, come on. I will be sure to reach out when I'm back. Yes, definitely. Send me an email. Daga. I never heard of Daga. I know yeah, chess reading. That's not Dagana. Daga. I never heard of Daga. Okay. Is it nice over there? Oh, it's raining. So I guess I can tell y'all. I don't really know what to do because the lady came into the office and she's sitting there, and then my kids came after. That's why I didn't see them come. But she told someone that she's here for me because she's having problems with her husband. But I don't know her. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know what that means. Sometimes people ask you for help because of either who you are or kind of like there are people who take advantage or try to take advantage of that. It's raining. Wait, where's the keys? Do I have the keys to my car? But I don't know this lady. Like people know me because my neighborhood. I'm the only American that live there. Everybody know me. So I'm probably the only person that like yeah yeah that doesn't speak well of. But I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So I'm like I probably should call my husband and see what I mean because I may not recognize people because a lot of people like family. Everybody everybody have the same style. Everybody. So I may know her and you may know her and I may know her. Wait, did Daddy give me my keys back to the car? I don't know. To my car. So that means I gotta wait for him to leave. Oh, Tubab Jalal? Wait, Daga is in Tubab Jalal? What, baby? You want some quick cracker? You want some of this? That's what she was looking at. Sit down. Here, take this and give it to your sister so she can leave. Come here. Wait, here. No. You can offer her one if you want, but take your sister first. She leave me alone. Say bye bye. Say ciao ciao. Uli, say ciao ciao. You're not looking. Oh, you said. Uli, go get a cookie. There you go. So you said wow. Wow to what? I don't think I have my keys. I think your daddy had the keys to the car because he had to get something out the trunk. But I don't know what this lady wants me to do. She's just sitting here, and I'm like on a live and stuff, and talking and speaking to me. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do if someone has a problem. Like, I'm supposed to give them some money, or I'm not gonna take them to my house to get away from that spot. I mean, I don't know. I need somebody. Oh no, I got my keys, just in case I had to go home. It's raining and thundering. Man, it was sunny early. When I started the live, it was like halfway, like not clear, but cloudy, but like bright cloudy, not dark. The rain came fast and it was heavy too. Anyway, I hope that didn't mess up the my good internet at all. But yeah, I'm probably gonna have to. Daga is near Tuwab Jalal. Okay, I know Tuwab Jalal. Okay. Um, give me 1 second. Well, of course y'all can give me 1 second because we hanging out. I gotta call and see what if there's anything that can be done. I don't know what I can do. All I can do is give you some money. But I don't know, like if it was America, I'd be like, here's some money, or stay in a hotel, motel, holiday inn. Hello, hey, call Baba or something, or here, I'll just give you the phone. Ask him what's going on with the person, or maybe I just say it in English so they don't. Um, no, somebody came. I think they from our neighborhood or something, but they to the office before the kids walked in. This lady came in with a kid, and I didn't see the kids, and the kids was behind. I was like, oh, maybe they all came together. I don't know who she is, whatever, whatever. She came. She kind of stood by me for a second, but then she went and sat down. And I thought, oh, she must be here for the guys or something. But but Baba told me that she's here for me. She's like young. Yeah, she's young. She might be okay. Give this to Baba, please. So I didn't have to finish. He was like, let me talk to old boy and see what's going on. I'm like, um. So yeah, I don't know how I can help somebody that I can't even talk to, and it's not always safe. What I don't want to say what I've learned, but what my husband tells me, like for safety reasons, like there's certain things that I can't do that I would normally. Whoa, no, 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 no. That's why I told you to go over there. Oh, take the phone.
Hello?
But there's certain things that I would, normally be able to do as an adult, whatever. But because I'm not from here, people know I'm not from here. There's language barriers and stuff, and cultural barriers, especially. It's like people can take advantage of that, or I could be more vulnerable as a result. Not necessarily take advantage, but I could be more vulnerable. You know what I mean? So, so like it's like I can't put myself out there. Like sometimes people ring doorbell, I can't answer if I'm, alone, or if I don't have some, certain time of the day. Just because it's like it's no point. What are we gonna talk about? I don't know what the cultural norms are for this and that and the other. So if somebody come over, they ask me for something, I gotta check. Be like, is this normal? Like, is this, is this cool? Is this kosher? Because what I would do in my situation could either be, it could be unsafe for me, or it could be culturally offensive to somebody else or whatever. Um, you know, Daddy's here. Oh, okay. Yeah. You said if it's what? Yeah. Um, I don't know if it's windy, but I saw like lightning flash a little. You said what at the house? Oh, okay, okay. You want me to drive in this? I was trying to wait till it. Okay. No, no, no. I was trying to wait till the rain wasn't because it was hard at the house. Uh, Papa Light brought the kids. I don't know what he did. I'd have to call him and ask. Okay, okay. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, but yeah, it's not even the kindness. I think it's just like your naivety or ignorance or something. And then not everybody see you as a target, or not everybody, see you as like dollar signs or whatever the case may be. But they could tell that you are of means or that you may have more resources. And there are people who have problems with their spouse, and you know, and I'm thinking like physically abusive type situations. It's not uncommon in any part of the world. But it's like, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, like, for me, the type of help that, like, even if I was in the States, like the type of help that I would offer somebody is help where they can take care of themselves. Like, I never want to be somebody who creates a dependent. You know what I mean? Like, if I can't give you a job, I help you find a job or something like that. I'm not the type of person that's like, oh, here, you may be less fortunate, whatever. Like, if it's an emergency, yeah, boom, take whatever you need. But if it's something where somebody needs help and it's a long term, you need a long term solution, that's what I look for. And if I don't have that, or I don't have resources, I don't even know where to begin. It's like, what, you're not moving in with me. You know what I'm saying? So, but but jewelry usually means you're not me running on the broke lane. Well, my jewelry, this ain't even gold. Everybody here be wearing gold. I wear my silver because I'm a I'm, I'm a regular regular. But yeah. So that's the thing. Like, um, it's interesting. That has never happened before. People have come to the door, asked for stuff, or people have come to the door, even given. A lot of people come bring food to the house, and and Amadou's like, no, because sometimes you take stuff like you take gifts from people, you take food from people, especially people who may not have as much as you or something like that, and then the next day it's like they need a favor kind of thing. It's like that's their deposit and they want to withdraw later on. So you just gotta be like, I give, and both of us, I think we're aligned. It's like we give what we want to give, when we're able to give, when we want to give, how we want to give, to whom we want to give, not like the other way around. Whoa, it's lightning and thunder. Them rappers be on jury. Yeah. Yes, baby. The lightning I saw, it was crackling. Yes, boo boo. Anyway, so I gotta go to the house because it's storming, and I don't know if they left the. Wow, it's just flashing. It's crazy. It's 7:30 and it's like pitch black. Woo, the rain is a lot. But anyway, I gotta call my cousin-in-law and see if he locked up the house because all the rain would be inside the house by now. Yes, when you guys left, did you lock? Did you guys close anything? The sliding door. I think my window is open upstairs, the balcony. When we brought the laundry in, I think I left it open because I didn't want my room to get stuffy. So I'm sure Papa Lai didn't go upstairs. So yeah, we gotta go home, make sure the rain don't flood the house or get in through because when the wind blows, it blows, and Amadu's not there. Yes, we do, but it still gets in if you leave the doors open. Anyway, guys, so yeah, I'm going to probably end this stream because I got to take the kids. I don't know if I'm supposed to take this lady to her house. I don't even know how I would talk to her, but or if that's socially, it would be rude if I didn't take her home. I don't know. But then it's like, where am I gonna take her if she had a problem with her husband? I don't know. But she gotta have other family, and that's another thing too. People be having family, so it's like the only thing is true is true. Women do leave the house and go to the husband's family's house or the husband's house, so maybe ain't nobody on her side. I don't know. But anyway, I'm just trying to figure out like how did this person come looking for me and how did she find me? Like did she just leave her house walking and then see me through the window and was like, she can help me? Thank you, atmosphere. Thank you. Rosa read another poem. Apparently, Mom escaping from thunder. Thank you. Can you talk next about how you mentioned? Oh, sure. That would be a fun live. I've been wanting to do a better video because the video I did back in the day when I first started doing YouTube was not of quality. And I was like, if I did another one, that would be kind of redundant unless we did it together. I don't know if he would want to do it. He's more spontaneous when it comes to stuff like that. It's not like we can just set a schedule and talk. And he would be on the phone half the time too, because for work. But I'm like, maybe we should do a video together. But maybe, yeah, I could do that. I could do that. Let me write that down so I don't forget. Tammy said, do a video how we met. Okay, I could do that when I come back for live and just talk to y'all, and I don't have to worry about editing and do that kind of stuff. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging with me. I would love to stay. I'm kind of stalling because I don't want to take this lady home and have to go. Oh shoot, that was crazy. Yeah, that's my cue to go. All right, I gotta take these kids and go home and lock up my house before it gets crazy. See y'all later. I'll talk about how we met on the next video. Mwah. Peace out. Say bye bye.
Bye.
Say ciao to the people in the video. Holy look. Hello. Say bye bye. Ciao. Say mwah.
Bye.
Blow kiss. Mwah. Peace out. Bye. Love y'all. Peace. Okay.